Food affects everything that we do. It's not that it's the total solution to living a healthy life on the planet, but the implications of what we eat are so enormous. Right? So when we talk about our interaction with the environment, that interaction includes the air that we breathe, the water we drink, and the food that we eat. That's the most intimate, personal, biological connection that we have with planet Earth. Right? That's where the environment and we become one process. And so from a macrobiotic point of view, we're not just looking at food in terms of the specific nutrients of the food, which is important, right? But that's not the limit of it. That's not the limitation of it. It's also how, who grows the food? How is the food grown? What are the social implications of eating a particular diet? What are the cultural implications of eating a particular diet in terms of the massive increase in disease that we see that's associated with the food that we eat? So all of these issues together need to formulate a new way that we look at nutrition as a whole. And that way of nutrition, looking at it from that large point of view, that's the macro part. That's the macrobiotics. If anyone thinks that the food industry is actually interested in any way, shape, or form in human health, they're so dramatically wrong, right? And the same, you know, it's a shame, but the same is true with nutritionists as a whole, and the same is true with doctors as a whole. We've completely lost the sensibility of looking at health outside of an economic context. We look at everything within the economy that we have, and the economy that we have is driven by consumption. And when we look at health, when people think about health, they think about how they're going to get drugs from their doctor. No, well, this is crazy. Or we think about the food that we eat in terms of how tasty it might be, when it's been designed to be tasty, so we'll buy more of it, and actually it's producing disease. So there's really a lot of changes that have to happen in terms of changing diet that are larger cultural changes that we need to have. And we need to have them because one of the things that we notice is that the age of people that are suffering from degenerative disease is getting younger and younger and younger. The incidence of diabetes, for instance, in our populations all over the world is skyrocketing, particularly among the young. And here's a disease that can not only be prevented, but can be reversed by just using diet alone in a very short period of time. So this is criminal, right? What's being done right now in terms of nutrition really fringes on the criminal by the medical profession and by the food industry, because we know this. This is not a new age thing anymore. You know, it used to be, when I first started macrobiotics in the 60s, most of the ideas that we express now were considered to be, you know, radical or weird. Now they're supported very well by science. And we need to straighten up, because otherwise we're killing the next generation.